You ever hang out with like bipolar people?
No.
Well, I know a few. I think I'm bipolar myself a little bit.
Yeah.
And the way bipolar people operate is they'll have a ton of energy for 3 days. They could just go hard, then they crash for 2 days.
Yep.
It's hard to just go out and be hanging around someone like that. Like if you work 24/7 with someone that, like.
Well, the crash is coming.
Oh, you see it under
feel
their
it's
eyes. They start messing words up.
It's not sustainable. People think that they broke through some new plane of existence, but it's like, nah. There's always the shoe's gonna drop.
I've been getting so tired on tour, I can't even physically look at someone in the day.
Oh, my God.
You ever get that tired? You can't keep your eyes open. It's like, I don't mean to be disrespectful. And they're just zinked because they're all whacked in the head. They're like, no, come on, we got to go. There's a lot of people like that.
Thank God you're not driving, huh?
Oh, yeah. I'd never
Back
be
in
able
the
to
day,
do it.
when I remember being like hungover after I was in college or something, I got to drive to work. It's the kind of thing where you get out of the car when you get there, and it's like, wow, that was dangerous.
Yeah. I'll tell you something. I did a lot of the driving before, and I'm flying now. A lot of people would be like, well, why would you fly there? It's such a quick drive. And it's like, man, that 5-6 hours just in a car straight does something to your body versus like, going to the airport, you're only sitting down really for like an hour. Those flights are quick.
You do the math, though, door to door.
Yeah, but
the car is shorter than plane.
Even if it's shorter, just what's more healthy and convenient for you?
I still think the car is more convenient.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, the air and the plane, it's all like that circulated air. Airport, people are always coughing. Everybody's all packed in.
I got that sciatic nerve.
If you're in a nice car, I mean, depends on what the car is like, what the situation is. I don't want to be stuck in the middle seat over 5-6 hours. But
I did that, dude. I did that 20 hours from Florida. These guys tricked me, dude. We go to Daytona Beach Bike Week, right? They were like, hey, we'll have you come with us. And they go, man, somebody dropped out. And they go, yeah, just pay for gas. And I'm middle seat the whole time. They're like, you're the smallest dude.
People penalize you for being short.
I had sunburn
on the way back. It happens when you have tall friends.
Bro.
I remember doing that in driving to Vegas in the back of a pickup truck.
Oh, dude!
Just in that little that sideways seat.
What?
Where I'm having to look forward.
Oh, I thought you meant in the bed of the truck.
Not in the bed of the truck.
That's out of character for you.
That's actually better though.
It's more fun, yeah.
When you're just behind the seat though, in that little area where you're you keep a jacket back there.
How long of a drive is that though? You mean the little? It's not even a seat. It pulls down.
Pulls. Oh my God! It's like a little kid's
little
seat.
S10. That's not even the full cab. That's like a half cab or something.
Yeah. It was in a Toyota pickup truck. I think it was probably 4 hours, 3-4 hours. And you're looking out, and it's it's beautiful. You're driving through the desert. It's all the stars and shit, but it's you're just in this, you feel like a stowaway.
Right.
Yeah, there's no way. I think it was my birthday.
Man, they put you in that seat on your birthday?
Well, the two guys I was with are big. So it's
but still, bro.
Well, you can't. I mean, look, if you saw how big these guys were, I think you would probably understand a little bit more. It's just, I wish someone had a sedan.
Man.
The pickup trucks are not made for more than 2 people.
Sat in a birthday seat in Vegas.
Yeah. I couldn't do it again.
Yeah.
So you just been what? When did you get back?
I got back 10 hours ago. Yesterday night. I got home at 7.
You got home at 7 and you just crashed?
Crashed, did a midnight show. I hosted at the Parrot. Was dope.
Wow.
Ran into a fan, and, it was cool. I just never know if people are telling me the truth sometimes.
Yeah.
If they're like, oh, I love your stuff, and they just recognize my face or whatever.
Right.
And I felt like talking to him, he don't know my stuff, but then we talked for a little while. He was telling me that he came to this club around the corner when they advertised me. He's like, yeah, bro, I was there. And I was like, I'm so happy I ran into you. I got witness now.
Wow.
But no, he knew. We were talking. He was cool as hell, man. I'm finding I can make friends with people. I've been meeting so many people. It's pretty easy to make friends. If you meet a lot of people, you just go to a bar. I just start talking to people.
Well, especially when you're on the road, you make little temporary friends.
Yeah.
This is my best friend for the next 12 hours.
Right. And day number 2, you could tell they're mad.
No, but once you're out, you're out.
Yeah.
You get the little Facebook request. That's about it. And then it's you're probably never ever going to see that person again.
Yeah.
It's just like all of your, think about how many friends you made on the boats.
Oh, yeah.
All your Filipino buddies.
I miss them, too.
Well, just think, you're here now. They're halfway around the world. They've gone all over the place. They're traveling the high seas.
Yeah, we were in Toronto. We went to Toronto to one of these Miami-ish nightclubs. There was all these guys in nice suits and stuff, coming around. Dude, these bottle girls are ruthless, bro, in general. I never been to the Miami ones, but, man, these ones were rough, bro. I mean, they were getting everybody.
You were in a little section?
Yeah, you come in, everybody acts like it's a special thing. They got the guards. Hold on, do you know somebody?
Oh, yeah.
And they got tables. They go, here, we got a table for you. They start pulling little tables together.
Wow.
Should post some pictures. It's like they had good food though. It's like lamb chops and steak, but it's like one of those places where you get the bottles, like Azul or something. It's like $1,200.
Right.
And then they have all their girls come over and drink all your alcohol, so you get another bottle.
Wow.
And then
so it's not. It's like people dancing, or it's more like a restaurant.
They had like Indian night when we went. And drums and stuff.
Yeah. Classic. So the kind of shit where it's like it sounds like it's the same song for like 2 hours.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, there's that thing where it's like one of those clubs where they just want to keep you amped up. So it's like guys just beating a drum every 15 minutes real loud.
Wow.
And then it goes to girls dance and they come through.
They do the sparklers.
Yeah, they had the sparklers.
And that whenever you see the sparklers come out, somebody just dropped $15,000.
Oh yeah. And they got this little white sign. They put your name on it, and girls come clapping.
It's
and
all.
They'll be like, "This is the best night of my life." It's all these divorced guys, is what it is.
Well, these are like guys who are like finance guys who are like reliving their youth.
Yeah, a lot of guys that sweat profusively.
Yeah. Well, it's like that law. You button down a bunch.
Yeah.
Chest hair out.
They're all on that Molly, just dripping sweat talking to you.
Wow. They got like ponytails and shit.
Yeah, you see them. You want some? Meet me in the bathroom.
Wow. How many people were you rolling with?
There was a lot of people at the place, like probably a group of like 10.
Oh, wow.
And then these girls are coming over. Dude, I'm telling you, they're hustlers. They got one of my boys for $2,000. $2,000 just rubbing his leg a little, flirting with him.
He had to buy, he bought alcohol or something? Or?
I don't know. He was just there chilling, and I don't know how it went down. I don't know where the money goes. I didn't pay none of them.
Wow.
Bro, they knew I had no money going in.
They
knew they looked at my suit. The girl's like, "Is that machine wash?" Like, I'm like, "What are you even asking me?"
Yeah, I thought this place was dark.
Yeah.
They could see under the dark
I was in
lights.
my Kenneth Cole reaction. They knew I wasn't shit.
Wow.
Yeah. So they didn't even talk to me. I talked to girls. They wouldn't even look at me.
Yeah, what are you even going to say to these girls?
They got this one dude so bad, I'm telling you, bro. There was this dude, they really hit his pockets. He was one telling me $2,000. He's saying, we met him out there. He's some party dude, some crazy dude. And he was telling me, man, she got me for $2,000. She said she was going to hang out later. So it probably is them, like, just buying bottles for him.
Yeah, I think it is. It's not like a strip club or something.
No, they don't take off no clothes. They just sit next to you and laugh with their girlfriends.
Right.
Drink all your alcohol or whatever.
Uh-huh.
But
should have brought some of this fake money. Huh?
Oh, dude, I would never came back from Toronto.
Just keep it in your pocket there. Just let it poke out a little bit.
This dude was outside. He was so mad, dude. He was waiting for her to cuss her out. He tried to get some of his money back.
Wow.
He was like, "Fuck that! I'm getting some of my mom getting $500 back." That's fucked up. Like reality was setting in because she was saying she was gonna hang out with him and she played him out. Dude, and we're all waiting anyway.
It's like a strip club, huh?
It takes forever to get an Uber.
A stripper said she liked me.
Right. Saying finally
Felt
she
like
comes
we had a
out.
connection.
She comes out. She got him for like, dude, I think she got like his bracelet for $2,000.
Wow.
And then she comes out. She's like, "Can I have your lighter?" He's like, "Fuck you, bitch." He lost his shit.
Wow.
You fucking bitch. Give me back. He got $400 back off her.
See, go back a few episodes. The Dan Harumi method for not spending a lot of money. Keep it cash.
Keep cash.
Pay that $4,000 in 20s and see if it goes away.
Well,
it's like, no, you are going to stop yourself from counting out that much money.
You know what I find out from traveling around the country? I don't know if this is a mental thing I just noticed or maybe I'm crazy, but people spend other people's country money way quicker. Like to them, it's not real money. It looks different. They're just like, I can't use this shit in America.
Yeah.
You'll just see people
you're kind
run
of surprised your credit card works in other countries.
Right.
Right? Yeah. It feels like the system's not going to get back to you.
I had to call a few times. Ended up in some weird places. I'm in some Bahama phone trying to call Chase Bank.
Wow. See, if you just paid in your bullshit money, the bullshit Bahamas money,
right?
It would just the money's gone. The money's gone. You left the house with $300. It sucks to lose it, but at least you can get hit for $30,000.
Yeah.
For some fucking Grey Goose.
Well, you know what they do outside that expensive nightclub? The girls with the roses come, and this guy's all in a suit. You know, he's about 68 years old, real veiny, tan, white teeth. You know the type, right?
Yeah.
So, and he's all in the suit, all flamboyant. He's like, "Hey, ladies, nobody's got you no roses?" So these rose people come over. And they got the roses, and Canada money's worth like half of America's money. Like 100 in Canada is like whatever, 50 in America. dude, these Rose girls were just peddling this dude, and I think it was crazy. He's like, yeah, 100, it's half the money, it's 200. They're like, he had American money. He's like, no, give me another. No, it's this 100. I'm like, this dude just dropped like 300 American on these roses, and then these girls come out of the woodwork. There's like 15 of them selling roses, dude. They're literally pulling on my buddy's jacket like Don Coryell.
This is like a Mexico thing. This is the kind of thing they do to you in TJ.
Right.
Yeah, rose for your girlfriend.
But they did. That's Toronto. Toronto got some rough areas. Some people tried to fight us. We were with a kid. He was a little off. He's all.
Anytime someone tries to sell you a single rose, it's like you're about to get hit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
$20 minimum.
That's
50
not how,
probably.
That's not how flowers work.
I think now they say 50 in Times Square.
Wow.
Your girl's not worth it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, it's not like it's that hard to not get ripped off.
Right.
You're just not this guy. Yeah, I mean, like if you're not, that's why you don't get super drunk in these places and start throwing money around. Or if you do get super drunk, you're throwing around ones. You're not throwing around a black, an American Express card.
I'm not ashamed. I don't get this pride thing some people have. People are making fun of me. I'm like, look, I have no money. I'm happy chilling.
Right. Well, it's like if it was up to you, we wouldn't have gone to this.
I would have been at the hotel watching Happy Days.
Yeah, we could have gone to Denny's.
Right. And ate a good burger.
Yeah. We don't got to do all this. I don't even. It's funny because we live in New York City. Those clubs exist here, but I don't even know where.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
It's somewhere. I mean, it's got to be. We live. It's New York City. It's got to be somewhere.
I'm sure there's like on 11th Avenue somewhere.
Yeah, I feel like it's on the west side somewhere, but it's like it's somewhere that like you would think that before you moved to New York City, you would think it would be everywhere. You'd think you'd be walking down the street, there'd be nightclubs like that, but it's not. That's like how it was in the 90s.
Me and my girl got hit. My ex, we went to this place. It's like on 11th or whatever. It's like a warehouse. Downstairs was all black.
Yeah.
It was like those meetup things. It was on one of those. So anyways, it was a 4th of July dress-up party. So we get all dressed up. We go to the 4th of July dress-up party. It was the shittiest setup.
Yeah.
It looked like an abandoned restaurant that's been closed for 20 years. There's just tables with white tablecloths and fake flowers, and there's like all the light techno shit going on. Like 11 people in there. Place is like huge, and it was just a rip-off. It was like $100 to enter. They're all like, yeah, we got alcohol, but you got to sit at a table. It's like $200 to sit at the table.
See, I mean, like that's a rip-off, but compare that to the club you just went to in Toronto.
Right.
If you got into that rip-off club, you couldn't spend $1,000 if you wanted to.
Yeah.
I mean, like there's people who are going to Vegas. Vegas, I think, is like that's the central point for all this kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
Guys go there and you end up dropping $40,000 or something. Just to get some like marked up, just to get a steak and like, well, it's the sprinklers that do it.
Right.
Once they bring out those sprinklers, cost them $1. But I mean, like for every dollar they spend on sprinklers, they can make another $100,000 back.
That is a true thing.
Yeah.
And it's the sign. They put your name on a little plastic
you see
sign.
4 girls come out, they're all marching together,
Yeah.
There's little things, it's just like at the airport, the guy, the limo driver with the little sign.
Yeah.
It just makes you feel like there's something more going on, even though it's just a sign with a Sharpie on it. But it's like, nah, this guy must be doing something.
Well, you feel good when the dude's holding the iPad. You feel safe.
Yeah, it's got to be. I mean, like, I'm not saying all these things would be great if you were a billionaire. But it's like the problem is if you're not rich, but you're pretending to be rich, then it's like, no, this is going to hit you.
Bro, I got a driver now. I didn't tell you I did a commercial for a driver.
Oh, yeah?
He's good, dude. It's crazy. I see why people hire drivers. So he's a dope dude, man. He's going to drive me. It's I got to check my Instagram. I'll give him a little shout out. I think it's Creative Car LLC. Check that out.
Kind of car?
It's a Navigator.
Suburban.
A Navigator.
Nice.
Stretched out. Dude got the mints in the back. The dude goes up to people and goes, is there a way around back? Dude, I love it. I picked him up.
Yeah.
I used him one time. It was fun.
See, he wearing a nice suit?
Yeah, he comes in the
black
suit. Black suit.
Mm-hmm.
Sits with you. He's
nice.
Professional. Like, there's a lot to be said about a driver.
You think if it comes down to rumble, he's going to get your back?
I think he's intimidating enough, this guy, to where you feel like he knows the part. He'll call a guy.
What if it happens, though, and you actually got to fight somebody, he just gets fucked up?
He's cocky. I can see it happening.
I mean, it would be the whole aura would be gone. You would just be calling an Uber going home. It's like, nah, bro, we can't roll like that no
Those
more.
driving things are all confidence, because most of these like drivers that you see, they do like for these special guys, they act like, hey, watch out for my guy.
Right.
But the driver himself's like 65 years old. He's retired. It's like, bro, the bones at 65. I don't know. Maybe people could still scrap at 65.
Nah, well, the ideal is you have a guy in the car and you got a guy who rolls with you. That's
Oh,
separate.
yeah.
I mean, that's a separate charge.
That's next level.
Yeah, you need a dude with a big neck
Yeah.
and like a little earpiece in who's gonna, go to war for you.
See, guys think, oh, girl, be impressed if I get a bottle at a club for like $1,200 or $2,000. But I think really, if you just picked a girl up with a driver and a bodyguard, that's impressive. You're gonna drop what, $700 for 4 hours?
Right. Well, a little bit of both, ideally. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think even if you just be a guy who gets like the nice Uber, who pulls up an
yeah.
Uber XL.
What, the big truck for 2 people?
Yeah. If you could do that for 2 people, not instead of like a regular sedan. But it's like, nah, I got the XL.
Wow,
even though it's
never
just me and
thought
you.
about
That
that.
shit would be sick. No, think
I
about
should
that.
do that. You're right.
Think about the one remember when you moved
Yeah.
and you got the big
Yeah.
fucking, SUV.
I did feel good.
You get that and it's just you without a bunch of boxes.
And I felt good for like 2 days with that.
Yeah, you're rolling through Times Square with that.
I should have been taking pictures. That's when you got to put the window down.
Yeah, it's nice. Charge your phone,
Yeah.
eat a couple mints.
Yeah, dude, the Uber. I need to do an Uber XL. I should do one today. I just got paid.
You're going back out tonight?
Yeah, I think I'm leaving at like 3 a.m.
Wow. There's another flight?
Yeah,
This is
Pittsburgh.
what? Pittsburgh, that's not that far, right?
It's about 7 hours. 6
Oh,
hours.
is it? I've never been.
Yeah, we're gonna try to. I'm gonna hit that Pamani Brothers. Some good sandwiches. They got a good strip club in Pittsburgh if you can get past the accents.
Oh, right, yeah.
You know, girls being like, "You want some water?"
I've always heard Pittsburgh is like nicer than it sounds.
It is. It's beautiful. It's one of the most romantic.
It's one of those
cities.
places that has like a bad reputation, but I bet when you actually go there, it's not that bad.
Oh, dude, it's a beautiful vacation. You don't want to go around a baseball game. Yeah, you could be downtown Pittsburgh. They got Carson Street. They got the Flats. You take a little romantic weekend.
How far
it's
is
cheap,
that from
it's easy.
Youngstown?
It's about an hour from Youngstown.
Oh, that's right there.
Yeah, you could fly to Pittsburgh honestly in 45 minutes.
Wow.
From New York. So you take a girl there, there's beautiful bridges, it's cheap, you take pictures, there's old history, there's a thing climbs up a mountain, 2 days, you're done.
No, it's right by your hometown, though.
Yeah, they got the nice restaurants there, too. They're way up in the sky. It's like the Le Mans on Grandview.
Wow.
One of the most romantic views it got in a magazine once.
I'm pretty sure there's more romantic places in the world than Pittsburgh.
Well, these places just pay people to say the ads so they could use it to sell.
Yeah.
It was a pretty view, though. It was one of those places. I was 19. I took a girl. She goes, I've never been to prom because I dropped out of school. She had a problem with drugs. And I was like, hey, we can go to a nice restaurant. You could wear your prom dress.
Wow.
It was just a weird thing. I'm out to eat at a nice place. This girl's in her prom dress. I got on one of those little flowers.
Wow.
We were both 19. I was just trying to fulfill the dream. She was all doped out.
Were you wearing a nice suit?
I wore like a prom suit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it a little like blue thing and shit?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
I had hot pink.
Well, it would be weird if you did that now. I think, 19, I'll forgive that,
Yeah, and I looked young at 19.
Yeah, I imagine you were still, skinny guy.
I was still waiting for the facial hair to come in. Still waiting on that.
So you've just been, you really, this is kind of like cruise ship lifestyle. You're in, you're
bro,
out.
This is way more exhausting.
Is
I'll
it?
be honest, bro.
Because I feel like the cruise lifestyle for you was a lot of like early flight, and then you just got 10 hours to kill.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of just sitting around the airport just doing nothing, right?
Yeah. Well,
whereas now you're kind of like out doing shit.
But times changed. Like a long time ago when I first started doing the road before I moved to New York, the thing was you go to a place and you try to do radio for like 10 minutes at like 6 in the morning. I did that like in little cities like once or twice, like in Jamestown or here. And then you sleep all day. You have nothing until your show.
Right.
But nowadays it's like when you're an influencer, people hit you up and they want you to come to their place. And they're like, hey, we'll pay you, we'll feed you, this and that. So it's way more exhausting if you're rolling with somebody that does that.
Right. But it's like your overall lifestyle. This isn't like it's not like a vacation.
No, dude.
Some guys go on the road. It is just sort of like, if you're really like at that level where you don't got to do all this other shit. Some guys just go to Pittsburgh and would just be like, I got 3 days in Pittsburgh.
If you zoom up, I have black circles under my eyes.
I can see.
I have not slept. Like it's like we're flying to Pittsburgh early because we're gonna do a few. We're hitting a few spots.
Wow.
And then then we're gonna get to the show, and then we're gonna hit some spots after the show, and then we're back in New York for a day.
And then after that, you're just back out.
Yeah.
Are you going to what, AC?
I gotta check, man. There's a bunch.
New Jersey.
It's
Wow.
Portland, Maine, New Jersey, and the thing is, some of these places we're only going to for one show.
Wow.
So it's like, man, this is gonna be a lot flying and doing all this for one show, but it's worth it.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's nonstop, huh? This was going to be your big summer in New York City.
Well, the last one is May 4th, and I'm going to have to take a break because physically it's going to be hard to make it to May 4th, but there's gaps. There's some 10-day gaps in there coming up.
I'm sure something's going to come up.
I can't take it, dude.
A phone call, yeah. We'll say
I got
that
to
now.
relax.
Yeah.
Man's got to post.
Man does got to post. Yeah, I posted as well.
Dude, I got another one I got to drop, dude, because that's the easy life. I'll be on. Well, it's not the easy life, but you really understand it's not that hard.
Yeah,
it's really not that hard to... Like, the shit that we put off forever, thinking of an idea and posting it, that's way easier than fucking flying to...
Well, I always picture it like, I'm just at home. I'm here in New York City. I make the thing on my phone. I hit post. I can visualize it going everywhere. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm here, but my video is traveling for me.
You're right.
I don't got to go to Washington. Yeah. The video is going... Instagram is going there for me. So it's like I can just relax. I'm going around the world.
Yeah. You're getting some DMs in there now? I know you're getting some.
I'm not responding.
You don't respond to none of them? You got to talk to
Oh, man, I got to show you. I don't even know if we should say this on the podcast.
Nah, come on, what do you got?
You're
not talk in code.
Okay.
It's not me on the floor.
No.
Okay.
I mean, I want to play a game where it's like, guess who followed me? But this is the guy you wouldn't even know. But you know who Sebastian Gorka is?
No.
This is Deputy Assistant to Donald Trump, Senior Director for Counterterrorism at the NSC.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
576K followers. This is him.
You might be in trouble.
No.
Do you think he's on to something with you?
No, he just followed me for one of my reels.
Wow.
But he reports directly to Donald Trump.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And you talk shit about Trump.
I'm not following him back either. Look at that. Fuck that.
How's that feel?
Nah, yeah.
What?
I'm leaving him on red.
I'm more jealous of the Sarah Silverman still. Every time I post, I'm waiting for her to follow me.
Yeah, me too.
Or just like something.
Yeah.
She puts her stuff on her page.
Yeah, but who knows? But I mean, I'm one step from Trump.
Yeah.
This is who knew? I never imagined that the head of counterterrorism would follow me on Instagram of all places.
You carry yourself well.
Hey, I mean, like I keep telling the truth. I'll see what he, hopefully I can make some change in the world.
Bro, can you imagine that, and you kind of look like people believe, like you're good. I could see you like reporting the news somewhere.
Yeah. Well, you never know. I can just picture, like I'm saying, we make the video travels for us.
Yeah.
I'm traveling to Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
This shit is in the White House right now.
Right.
This guy could be in the next, this guy reports directly to Donald Trump.
And think about the other people
he's got like shady connections overseas.
He knows spies.
Mm-hmm. But he's like, he does like business in Europe and does really backdoor shit. So it's like, who knows?
Can you imagine the parties he's going to?
Oh my God,
there's a lot of sparklers.
Eyes wide shut shit happening right there. Yeah, that is.
Yeah, there's no sparklers at that shit.
Zebra heads and shit.
Shut all these lights off.
Yeah. That's the kind of thing where they make you lock your phone up before you go in.
Man, somebody was just telling me about that. One of my buddies was telling me he went to. I met a dude. I don't know. He could have been bullshitting, but he said he went to one of them Diddy parties. He said he couldn't go in the house, but he met Diddy though.
Hey, well, you gotta think Diddy was a party guy for like 30 years.
Yeah.
So there were tens of thousands of people who have been to Diddy parties.
Yeah, that is crazy.
It's a very common thing. Most of them probably never saw, the real shit.
Well, it's crazy when they just hang out in the front yard. I'd feel a certain point of disrespect if you don't let me in the house. I'm just like, bro.
Well, there's 1,000 people at the party. Not everybody can go upstairs.
Right.
Yeah, you got to know a guy. That's just like levels to it. It's just like the club you went to. There was a back room you didn't get to see.
As much as I'd love to be that guy, because I used to throw wild parties when I dropped out.
Right.
All my friends from high school, bro, my place was this shit. I was looking at getting a bounce around. We had a trampoline. We borrowed it from the neighbor, and we didn't tell him. So she comes over. She's like, hey, you took my trampoline. I was like, yeah, I was trying to tell you.
Oh, yeah.
And then, we left it at our house because nobody used it over there, bro. People would come over jumping on the trampoline. They'd be falling off, smacking their heads. You get in trouble.
I think that's not quite what Diddy was doing. I think he was at a different level.
But no,
it wasn't just like a bouncy house at his place. It was some it was a 100-foot bed.
If I got famous, I'm having I'd like to have a party house a little bit.
Well, you could see why when that club you went to in Toronto, that's who that was for.
Right.
If you were at that level where it's like money is nothing, then it's like you're paying for fucking 100 sparklers at once.
Dude.
You're buying steaks that you're not even eating.
When I seen them throw down cash on this $10,000 bill and I didn't pull out $1.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, it was crazy. And they counted out the cash, all hundreds, 10 grand.
Oh, my God.
For the bill. And I'm like, couldn't you guys liked me, you're a fan of me. Couldn't you just given me some of the money? Like, we couldn't. I don't give a fuck about eating this shit.
Mm-hmm. That's how it is, though. You got to be cool.
Yeah.
Just wait for a little, crumb to come falling down your plate.
I'd rather tour with a guy like this than tour with a guy that's like a psycho. Like, it's better touring with somebody that's married and shit because they don't really do shit. Like, they go to a nightclub and eat. And then we go home. But you tour with some single guys, they're out on the prowl sometimes.
Yeah, well, especially drinkers. People who go on, like, late night drinking and, having a party. But I think, the thing is, you've gone to mostly, like, if you're going to, like, a bottom-tier city, just way out in the sticks, there's not a whole lot of trouble to get into.
Right.
You know what
that's
I mean?
true, too.
Yeah, most places close. The bar closes at 1.
Yeah, that's right.
New York City is the only place where you can actually stay out all night.
Well, when you do a show in a city, like when you're, like we were in Toronto, everything's right there. Like you walk outside the club, you can get in some shit. Pittsburgh's like that, too, but...
Yeah.
It's kind of a bummer. It's a lot of guys, It's a weird balance. I bet you my fan base is going to be like that, too.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot of guys, and they bring their girlfriend with them or something.
Yeah, but a lot of these guys, they don't even bring their girl. They're
like
these Italian dudes hanging out,
Yeah, guys' night out.
There's normally about 4 girls there.
I think that is, the ideal comedy crowd is not like people on dates.
Right.
It is usually like tables of 4, where it's just 4 dudes or 4 women.
But you need
That's
the
how
women.
you get, you need the women, but you don't. It's better because, sometimes I've done shows before where it's all couples.
Yeah.
That's not a good comedy crowd.
Especially when it's new couples.
Yeah, well, it's that, and it's just like they're not laughing together.
Right.
Because they don't know each other like that. But
Yeah,
if it's
yeah.
you got to get 4 coworkers who all work at, Denny's together.
Yeah.
Like, we're all going to the comedy show.
Some mechanics.
Yeah. So people who are really, they had a hard day. And now they're they want to blow off some steam.
People that change oil, they'll laugh at anything. I swear to God.
They just want to sit down. Yeah, this dude's knees hurt.
Yeah, tell me another story.
Yeah. This guy's just blowing money and just sitting back.
That's all I was doing. I was trying to make people laugh, so they keep pouring me wine. The wine was great. Like I bought a $40 bottle of wine. It was great. It was Bomo. I forgot it. Bermodes. But it's Italian wine. Dude, these wines, some of them I seen them at a regular restaurant were like $300 a bottle. The taste is insane.
Right. Well, wine is the one. It's compared to people have Grey Goose vodka.
Yeah.
It's good and it's way better than cheap vodka. But wine is you're actually paying for real shit.
Yeah.
Most other kind of stuff, it's it's just a markup.
And we talked about before, I never really knew what good food was because this is the first time I really ate really expensive food.
Right.
This stuff was really this was top. This is the best food I ever had in my life, other than my mother's cooking, But this was the best food I've ever had, dude. It was the steaks. I was talking to my brother about it. He's like, well, steak's a steak, and I felt it was. Man. I thought it was like me and you again. I didn't get it before either because. Keep in mind, we never had that crazy expensive steak.
Yeah.
When I get some money, I'm going to buy him one of them bad boys.
And it doesn't get better than a boneless chuck.
Bro, we had them things on the grill. You going to get the leaves off you scrape down that old gas grill. That's a steak.
Right.
Ohio steak. My dad can make a steak too, but, it's just different.
Well, it's the kind of steak that you got to put sauce on.
Right.
Yeah, that's how you can tell it's not a great steak. When it's covered in a bunch of stuff.
My Uncle Murdy used to love soaking his steaks in wine. He would just ruin them. In Venice, he's like, you got to soak it in wine for 3 days.
Yeah, you taste it, and it tastes like wine.
You're drunk.
Yeah, why does this beef taste like grapes?
But, yeah, dude, those steaks were good. I'm dreaming about them now. The shrimp, the sushi, man, was insane.
They're doing they do the plate thing?
Where
it looks,
the family
it looks
thing.
cool on the plate?
Yeah, you share it.
Yeah.
And then, it's funny. Then you see the one person who orders French fries just sitting there.
Yeah.
I feel bad for that guy.
One of those fucking adults who's a picky eater.
Yeah.
Who's ordering up the kids' menu.
Everybody comes over. Everything's fun. They're all dancing in a bikini, and they'll be like, oh, yeah, you're so sexy. Are you allergic to nuts? They're so serious about it.
That's funny.
You're so attractive, rubbing his neck. Do you have any allergies? Is peanut oil okay?
Gluten-free.
It's all these guys acting tough. Not too hot on the sauce.
That's funny.
The
do you
peppers.
have milk? Yeah.
You know, it's crazy what a good cook can do. Like, you know, I've ate peppers at a lot of places, but it's like, these peppers were amazing.
Stuffed peppers?
They were just peppers on bread. I don't know, like red peppers, and they were spicy.
That's how you can tell good food doesn't have like a bunch of shit going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A good steak doesn't have a bunch of stuff on it. It's
Right.
just salt.
Yeah.
Or if you get like good bread, it's just a little bit of olive oil. It's not like, you know, a whole pile of nachos and shit.
Right.
Yeah. People who are rich, it's a very refined kind of taste.
Do you want to eat somewhere good after this? Like drop $20 somewhere?
See, it's not even going to be good for you anymore, though. Like I was saying, your standards are too high now.
Yeah.
We can't even like, you know, I spend $12 on a quesadilla. This is a, you know, pretty big day for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're about to, I mean, like, the thing is, you're getting all the nice steak. You got the driver and everything, but you are working for it.
I'm working
It's
hard.
just not coming. It's not just coming to you.
Literally bags under
A
my
lot
eyes.
of people who are like, exactly. A lot of people just think, imagine if you just grew up like this. You were one of these fucking Park Avenue kids.
Bro.
A kid who's like 17, he's been in Manhattan his entire life. Those steaks wouldn't even register.
Right.
That is just a Tuesday for him.
Oh, yeah. They'd be like, I don't want it.
I'll eat half of it. And then it's like, yeah, do you want to take that home? It's like, no, take it.
It's crazy because I was trying not to be greedy because I knew how much it was. I just had eyes like a hawk, dude.
That's the problem with the shared food.
And the problem
I don't
is,
like they're having to do math on how much.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're trying to share a pizza. It's like, did I have 2 or 3? I can't remember. Yeah.
Well, also on top of that, you got to keep in mind, we're not just with some friends sharing. These girls come over like pigeons. They're just grabbing steak, dude, sushi. It's like, come on. Got my buddy's bracelet. She's like, I didn't tell my friend took it. He's like, bitch, give me my fucking bracelet.
Wow.
I think she gave it back to him, but you never know.
That's why you got to order extra bread for the table.
Yeah, you got to get them full on the bread first.
Give them some breadsticks before the entree comes.
Yeah.
You're about to be, I mean, the next, you said May is when you're.
May 4th, May the 4th. What is that, Cinco de Mayo? I come back May 5th.
Cinco is 5.
Yeah, I'll be back for Cinco.
Cinco de Drinko. But no, that's what, about 2 months.
Yeah.
So the next 2 months, you're going to eat so many fucking steaks. This is going to be wild, bro. Your cholesterol. I wish we could do blood work right now.
Dude, I could barely walk up the steps. And Azul, have you ever drank Azul high in tequila?
Nah, I don't drink tequila.
Oh, bro, that shit's good.
Wow. Well, I mean, hopefully you're not boozing too much, right?
It's coming out there. I mean,
oh my God.
The women come cheap and the drinks are free.
Wow.
You know how the song goes.
Well, I mean, that's the one to be concerned about.
Actually, there's no women. But, yeah, you think they're drinking, right?
The boozing is much worse than anything else.
It'll wear you down.
Yeah, especially not sleeping, drinking. That's how you end up, you know. Things start to spiral for you.
Yeah, I think I'm a
Well, I mean, you got to soak up the booze. Just make sure you're getting, I mean, I would say get a good sleep, but I guess that's not happening.
I'm going to slow down with all the booze. For real, you're right. That shit's crazy. I've been going.
You gotta think. 2 months is a long time.
I've been a maniac.
Yeah. I mean, like, you have to be able to sustain this kind of pace for a long time.
Yeah, did I tell you I was playing with the dog? They thought I was hammered drunk, and I had to play like I was.
Yeah.
Because, you know me, I'm funny. I was a little buzzed, and I'm like, oh, that dog's got a fat nose. Did I tell you that?
Oh, yeah.
And then they're all telling me the next day, yeah, you were all confused.
You kept doing some weird shit.
You're like admiring the dog's nose. Yeah.
You know, they had a long discussion without you. You've seen this kid. What's up with
I
him?
don't think we want him coming back.
This kid ain't right.
We drank the vino with him, too, didn't we?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Yep, so you got to watch yourself out there.
So how many people are you rolling with?
Between 5 and 10 sometimes.
But I mean, like, you and him are getting on the flight. You got the girl with you?
Oh, no. It's just me, him getting on the flight, hitting the city, getting picked up, going to a few spots.
But you got the other person on the show with you, right?
No, they haven't been coming. They're only on the land gigs.
It is just
now.
you and Mo?
Yeah, well, then there's always a house MC. I think a lot of the clubs push for their house MC because they know, you know.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Even when me and you go tour, we're better off using the house MC. They know everything. It's easy.
Well, you're in a city, you don't know anybody. It's like you don't want to have to just bring some random guy.
Right.
Yeah. You want to make sure they at least know, how things work.
Yeah, I'll tell you, this shows me how fun it is to tour, though, man. He's a cool dude. We just crack up all the time, so that's one fun thing.
Right.
He's got funny stories like we go back and forth story for story. We'll be dying all night.
See, my thing, though, is just like, even if I was doing what he was doing, numbers-wise, tickets-wise, I wouldn't be dropping fucking $8,000 on steaks. You know what I mean?
Well, no, that's the thing. They took him out.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Other people were
Yeah,
paying.
yeah.
Okay, that's different.
They took us. I mean, they didn't take me out, but I came with them like a piker.
You're rolling with them, but
they didn't even want to look. I felt like they judged me because of is it wrong? I shouldn't even have went.
even when I do, I mean, like, I feel like touring is not as far off as I used to think it was for me. But it's like, it's just gonna be me. I'm gonna be going back to the hotel and getting like a Chipotle burrito or something.
No, you'll become friends with somebody. You're gonna need an opener because, dude, you'll be boring. It'd be bored.
I'm bored now. I wouldn't. I don't. But it's like I wouldn't be drinking. I wouldn't be doing any of that shit. I'd be extremely boring on the road because I get too anxious about. I got to get to the airport tomorrow.
Yeah.
If anytime I know I got a flight, I'm preparing for that flight mentally 2 days out.
Once you fly so much, you won't, though. It's like, bro, we're throwing our shit in the bag and going.
Nah.
You don't got 2 days to plan it. You'll do 4 flights.
But it's like I'm a very, like, I mean, stuff like that. When I know I got to go to a place, I can't. This is a personality thing. I can't. I got to be like, I'd be going to sleep. I'd be doing push-ups. I'd be more disciplined, I think, if I was in that situation.
You probably would. I don't know. The hotel gym sucked, though. But
I'd be doing push-ups up. I'm in our room doing Jackie Chan push-ups upside
you
down
would
and shit.
Too.
Yeah.
Bro, I get bored. That style of the road. I toured on my own before, dude. I got sad. I should enjoy it.
That's life.
But no, it's fun. Well, I go with somebody, dude. I'm having a blast. Maybe.
I just wouldn't want to. I just wouldn't want to split the money.
Oh yeah, there's that too.
I would just be keeping. I'd actually be trying to make a living on the road and not, blowing it.
But what if you were killing it though? You want to bring like 5 of your friends to open like some of these guys do?
Hell no. I'd have to. You got to pay 5 more people. So I was doing fucking stadiums or something.
And their flights too. Yeah, you're right.
A bunch of guys like you eating steaks. I got to pay some cheap asshole who's just gonna eat all my food. It's like, no, you better be holding the camera.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna need you to cut my hair while I'm out there. It's like